What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Streetcar Shenanigans Shop Vlog. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for checking back in. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button down below. Stay in tune with what we're doing here. But in this episode, we're tearing apart a 70,000 mile OG Lightning that has been redone, but redone beautifully. It's in excellent shape. If you haven't seen the first episode, click here where we do a baseline dyno pull. But in this episode, we're tearing it apart. Alright, cranking away. So we were originally anticipating on just getting the Holley HP on and running, but how deep we have to go into the engine, I think we're gonna kind of change directions and just go into the all-out mode. We're gonna eventually pull the engine out, but we have to really pull the whole harness off the whole front of the truck in order to do the wiring that we want to do and really make it super nice. So here everything's pretty much disconnected except for this. I gotta mess with it without breaking it, so I gotta take a little more time on that. But we're got everything out of this section here, so we can start pulling all the wiring for the lights, which is pretty much everything that's left to get the wiring out of the front for the most part. There's a couple things over there for starter and stuff. I'm gonna take a couple pictures to remind myself on how this was in here, but we also have a ton of books on the wiring, so I know I'm not really too worried about it. How you feeling, Dan? Tired? Dan went drinking last night. He drinks about 5 times a year. He's a little slow today.
Rough one.
He's working fast. He's just slow to respond with the talk. The talk is limited today from the Daniel. We have accomplished a huge milestone on the Lightning. Dan's getting ready to start pulling the intake manifold off. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff missing. Battery tray's out. A lot of the wiring harness that was over here is gone. The whole front wiring harness is gone. And then all the wiring's over here. Computer's out of it. Body harness, that one's trans, so those are probably gonna end up coming out also. But we're making pretty good progress. Hey, Dan?
Yes, sir.
So we're probably gonna get the intake manifold off and see if we can get the engine harness off of it. And if we can strip all the wiring off of it tonight, that'd be great. Then we'll probably start messing with getting the engine out of it. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen tonight though. So this is what we're gonna go through. Literally wire by wire to see what's gonna be needed and what's not gonna be needed. It's gonna be a good time. Costs a little extra money doing it this way, but the end result is so worth it. So anyway, we're gonna get back to it, get ready to take this intake manifold off, try to get the engine harness off, and we will be going from there. All right. Got the books out, got the wiring out, intake's off. Dan is chilling. This thing is factory sealed. It even had little locking rings holding the injector harness on, which is what Dan's fighting right now. Overall, it's a pretty clean engine. Sealed 60,000 mile motor, looks good. That come off? Yeah. Nice. We are cruising. We might get this engine out tomorrow or Monday, one of the two. Christmas Eve, we pull the motor on the Lightning. Sounds like a good time. Well, guys, it's been a extremely long day. Started at like 3 o'clock this morning. Dan was still out partying last night at 3 in the morning. I was driving somebody to the airport, and then we just hustled all day until we got to here. And we got the whole harness out, all the vacuum stuff. The whole upper intake manifold is off. Upper intake, computer, some miscellaneous stuff. We're gonna push the Lightning in so it can obviously stay inside tonight, but we will show you how far we got the engine tore down. And tomorrow, Matt Lindsay's coming for this 03 Cobra, which that'll be a separate video we'll show you. But once we get that done, then the Lightning's motor is out of here. All right, we got another beautiful day, another beautiful winter day. Hey, Dan. Woo! Woohoo! Look at this beast up on here. Look at this beast down here. I just want to show you guys how mean this thing looks with these radials on the back. That thing looks like full race car. So it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to all of our subscribers and future subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. But we have our goal for Christmas Eve, our gift to ourselves, is getting the motor out of the Lightning today and getting Chipotle for lunch. We're big spenders. But we got this, I'm not gonna say the word, but it rhymes with subsmortion, of an exhaust out. Look at that thing. That was a pain in the neck. But we got that out, and now we're getting ready to loosen the trans stuff. How's it looking now?
It looks not too bad. This one might be interesting.
Got one that's a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, well, the other one shouldn't be bad. We got 3 per side.
What's the other side look like?
Down here.
Yeah, I just only have 6 on a small block. Yeah, perfect. Okay. That dipstick tube, we gotta make sure it's not attached. Oh, I already detached it from the engine, I think. We're getting ready to finish up the bottom, getting ready for the engine removal. We already got the engine removal pretty much completed up top. He's got Caltrac bars on it, lowering leaf springs. Try that again. So we're gonna undercoat everything that's missing, like that stuff. That front tank is probably gonna get removed. We have a sump tank coming for the rear. I ran it nice and empty, so that'll be nice to take out. Pretty tough though. Big project, 2 really big projects.
Now.
As of right now.
Well, that one converted.
Yeah, that was gonna be a small project, now it's a big project. There's a separate video for this car right here. See video 1 on that bad boy.
Bada boom, bada bing, here we go. She's ready to come out. So, we'll see how she does. I don't know. This is, that's a big ass front end. And we're not sure. Let's hope so, fingers crossed.
The transmission has a factory mate to this engine. So it's pretty solid between the bell housing or the transmission and the engine. So right now Dan is jacking up the trans to get them to be kind of take the load off of each other. Then we'll break them off. We already loosened the torque converter from the flex plate, so that should all come apart easily. And then we should be able to yank this thing forward a few inches and she should come out. All right, this is solid attempt number 2 and hopefully the final. That should look like easy. Bingo. Yeah, baby. Got it. Woo! 351. She's a big girl. But she backs it up. Look at those GT40 heads. GT40 intake manifold. All that high horsepower 93 Ford stuff. So we're going to blast off the flex plate. And we're going to get this thing on an engine stand. And then we're going to go enjoy Christmas Eve.
Yes, sir.
Nice work, Dan. Jeez. Not NASCAR certified. Ooh, that smells delicious. Woo-wee, she's open. We're gonna put the hood back on. Nothing should be leaking anymore. We have a ton of water down there, so we gotta get some stuff to clean that up. But otherwise, she's good to go. There's still some stuff we gotta eliminate out of here. We're gonna eliminate like this evap stuff. It's gonna go. That's pretty much it though. Maybe some miscellaneous brackets. Change some of the wiring. Super pumped to have this out though. Now we get to order a whole bunch of Go Fast parts and start ripping apart the wiring harness. So we will bring you guys an update once we get the engine on the stand and we start tearing that apart. But that we're gonna save for the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of tearing the Lightning apart. Subscribe down below. Merry Christmas to you and your families, and we'll see you guys next time.